Let's wrap up constant give and take. To feel existence isn't pure. There's more to life of damn sure. I need life with all the ups and downs need to stand. We won't off the ground, need to ride. The wrong for the world, but there's nothing wrong with my life. Nothing. I need life with all the ups and downs need to stand. We won't fall off the ground, need to ride. The wrong for the world, but there's nothing wrong with my life. Welcome, all you people fans of the thing with the more strings and it's low and then you go chug-a-chug and I don't even know why you need the high strings, even though this guitar can do stuff on the high middlies and squiddlies. In the spirit of the metal, we're wearing black ducks because this one. And Leslie sneezed. Gesundheit, Leslie.
Danke.
This guitar, of course, is the Ibanez. That's the model name. So when you're looking it up, try to Google Ibanez. RGDR 4427 FX-NTF. And yes, that reads like one of those passwords that the internet suggests for you where you go like, fuck no, I'm never going to remember that one. It's, of course, the RGDR 4427XPYZ. RGDR 4427FX-NTF, which stands for natural flat, which means no paint. So just leave the NTF out because it's got nothing on it. So what is it? It's an RGD, and the Ibanez RGDs are even pointier than the RGs. They are super pointy. You can kill people with this. Look how pointy this is right there. That is super pointy. Comes to a very nice little, well, point. That's the word. Also on top here, pointier. And there's this beautiful sharp ridge here. It's a pointy axe with the reverse D headstocky. We have 7 strings in this case. The RGDs, of course, come in 6 as well. D stands for downtuned, I think. What do I know about Ibanez names? This does come in standard, if you rip this thing off, in standard D. So it's a whole step lower. And then we add the B string, which in this case is an A string, which you can drop down if you're insane to a G. I don't know why you need this. I'm sorry, I'm going to go on a little rant. You kids nowadays, you think the lower, the heavier. And that is not the case. It's just lower. Whoever thought that Master of Puppets was not heavy? Not me. Whoever thought Megadeth wasn't heavy? I don't. For me, that's heavy stuff. I don't know. I know you with the peripheries and all those people. I don't know. I don't think it's heavier. It's just lower. Therefore, muddier. Therefore, undefined. Therefore, just which is one reason why you need these stupid ass guitars that are designed to be lower. So you have a longer scale, which is 673 millimeters, and in inches, I don't know, because that sheet's in German. So it's a longer scale that allows you to have more string tension. More string tension means the string reacts quicker when you hit it, and that means the notes there faster. And that's one way to make it clearer when you attack and play in the low register. Then you have pickups designed to be very clear, not so muddy. Fishman's, or in this case, Fusion Edge 7s from DiMarzio. And so these guitars are designed to get rid of the muddiness and all that. What they can do is get rid of the low notes. And low notes inherently are less defined. This is as defined as it can be, but when you play a major, this right here just doesn't work. There's something called low interval limits, and please, kids, learn about that. Certain intervals only work at a certain note. So a C, that's a nice major third. Well, I know you don't need that in metal, but whatever. Minor third works. So on a G, or what, that would be G, it still kind of works, but let's see if a minor works. It's starting to sound a little bit dissonant, right? If I do this here, on this, in this case, D, you don't hear the major third anymore. The minor. There's dissonances happening that has something to do with overtones and all that stuff. Learn about the low interval limits, kids. Okay, that was my rant about extended range instruments. This is a good one. This is from the Prestige series. Of course, it's the RGDR4427FX-NTF. It's got a Wizard 7 neck with big strips of wenge in it. So it's maple and 2 strips of wenge in that. Leslie, what are you doing? Yes? What were you doing, Leslie? Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Can you not be on your phone?
Could you make your video more interesting?
So here we have, thank you, 2 strips of wenge in this 5-piece neck. It's a bolt-on, of course. Michael, bolt-on. Wow, that's not funny. And the body is ash. Beautiful piece of ash. Actually, it's probably 2 pieces of ash. Yes, it is. It's a 2-piece body, kind of only oiled or satin. And the neck's got a satin polyurethane finish. The interesting thing is that the rod, the truss rod, is a KTS titanium rod, which it also says on a little sticker in the back there. And you can already see it's got these beautiful Goto Lokinskis, Goto locking tuners, all 7 of them. That's how a modern guitar is. There's a volute. That's, hey Gibson, how a guitar should be. They just don't know that yet. They'll come around in, I don't know, 3,400. That's the year. Then we've got, again, 673 millimeters, 24 frets. This is wrong. No, it is not wrong. It's a bound fretboard, but it's bound in black, so you literally can't see that it's bound. It's Makassar ebony. Little, what are the dots? Inlay, offset lumen lay dot. Okay, so the dots go bump in the night. Prestige fret edge treatment. The side dots are lumen lays. I think, yeah, probably. We've got the monorail bridge, which is individual little saddles, which is cool. Right there, each one individually drilled onto the top, which is Richlight. So what's, there it says lumen lay side dots. What's Richlight? It's a wood composite. So that's not like a boutique kind of, oh my God, look at this top. It's, that has kind of a nice little sparkly thing going on. It's cool. And people really go for it, and I don't know why. I mean, why not put like a nice piece? I mean, for me, it would have to be like, you know, some kind of cool wood with a grain on it. But it's got a look. This look, of course, they copied from Kiesel, and don't tell me they didn't. Kiesel did these guitars and they looked really cool, and all of a sudden Ibanez had that kind of look on them too. So way to go, Ibanez, being behind the times there and looking at your competitors. But at least you look at the competitors and you pull along. Graphtec Tusknut, go-to locking things, blah, blah, comes with 10 to 59. And the tuning is D, A, F, C, G, D, A. Comes in a beautiful hardshell case. Includes a multi-tool. The hardshell case is kick-ass. You're going to see that here when I unboxed it. 3-position switch, and the pickups are fusion edges. We're going to go into an amp that you wouldn't go into, the Fender Deluxe Reverb, through the Captor X right there with the Fortin UK30 cab. We're going to go through the clean sounds, which is 3, so that's a relatively easy video. And then, realistically, we don't need to go into a JTM like the Achilles, because you would never do that in a non-headroom amp. We're going to go into a crunch channel on that Revv. Of course, the ENGL, because that's a good combination. And then the beast of the Revv behind me. Personally, I fight with these guitars a little bit because I know a little bit about guitars, so I know where my notes are, so I know that's an A. But in this case, it isn't an A, it's a G. So when you think about tones, this can fuck you up. When you just talk about frets and stuff with your fellow bandmates, and they also have an RGD, and your bass player is tuned to that, then you're just all playing the same thing and don't forget about what you're doing. But I want to know about harmony and theory and that kind of stuff. So for me, I need to know that this is not an E. I need to know that that's a D. So everything I'm doing, I'm constantly, oh, wow, wait, that's actually, I'm thinking around the corner. It is a little bit of a pain in the ass. So when I recorded the song that you saw in the beginning from my project Frameshift, it wasn't easy because I was constantly in the wrong frets. I'm like, wait a second, no, I gotta be here to get that one. And then, so I need to know what's happening. If you need to know what's happening, this has a learning curve. So, down here, this, I'm on a C sharp. There we go. A little bit of reverb from the amp. Doing a power chord down here is an A. And that's really simple. You do power chords just like you would anywhere. If you know that's an A, then you know that's a B flat, that's a B, that's a C, and that's a D. And that's where it starts on the D string. And there you have an A again, like you would have a B on a 7 string that's not down tuned. Then you can smack that low A underneath. It's very easily playable. It takes a little bit of time getting used to the massiveness. It's not as massive as the Ibanez XLs. Soloing, I thought, oh my god, that's gonna be a bitch. No, after a couple of minutes, it wasn't. Obviously, because of the scale length, the frets are a little bit wider apart than usual. But again, easy. It's pushing the amp a little bit harder. Don't look for Strat, Tele, Les Paul, or any of those sounds. It's a modern sound with a sharp attack, and I want to say it's a little bit sterile, but in a good way. It's got cleanliness. That's also how I describe the Mayonnaise-ins, which are very modern guitars, and that's the tone they have. Hear that attacky thing? In the middle, it gets very spanky. Very pow! And in the back. More output. Ah. Yeah, I know that's not what you want to hear. We're gonna go some leads first while I'm on this amp with the, what's that, the gunshot something from JHS and some delay from the Mako. I'll put these on, get some high gain leads here in the front, which is actually a very nice sound right here on the neck pickup. It has really cool lead sounds. I'm totally fine with that. They're defined. They're right smack there. It's good. So let's get some crunchies from the Revv Generator 740. Everything's lower, in the middle. In the back. Just some punky things. Do you hear how down there all of a sudden the tonality gets lost? That's not the quality of the guitar. That's simply what happens when you play that frickin' low. You can't really hear the notes. What you hear is fuzz. You hear the note. And it gets a little bit lost. Or is it just me? I don't know. Okay, crunchy things. The ENGL Fireball 25. See how that one flies with that much low endage. So there's that ENGL sound, that really dense but defined high gain sound. We're gonna go to the Revv now. Revv 100p on the purple channel. That's the modern sound. Oh my god. Vanessa, you can play that. I don't know how to play that. Come on. Something that Vanessa and I are working on. Genty. Very defined up there, very, very defined all of a sudden. Let's go down to the G. That's just all too low, people. It'll do it, and I know that's what you want, but you shouldn't. And there we're back to the Fender. Are we not in tune? That string went bye-bye. It's not the most beautiful clean sound. But it'll do for the styles of music that you play with this. Now, I'm a little bit, when I get a guitar like this, I don't know, and I'm going to have fun with that. It's with the D and then the 7s, and I played 7 strings like almost all my guitar life. 30 years now, yeah. My second guitar was a 7 string, so it's not that I'm not familiar with these. But I have to say that when recording the track, the 2 days that I spent on that, it was fun. I like the ergonomics, I like the playability. I was a little bit afraid of the solo. No, it was fine. You're not going to jazz on this. You're going to do that on those guitars. It says here it clocks in at $23.99. That's, of course, MSRP. That means you're probably looking at maybe $21.99, including case and all that stuff, with a beautiful rich light top, if that's what you like. The point is, if you are in the market for an instrument like this, you can look at Ormsby. They have great guitars. I don't know if they have ones that are already scale-wise down to D. Ormsby primarily does multi-scale stuff. And multi-scale does make sense for an instrument like this. This isn't multi-scale. It's a little bit more comfortable to play right out of the case if you're not used to multi-scale. What else do we have? We have Mayonnaise. They are, for something like this, you probably spend at least $1,000 more, but they're good guitars. Never had a Kiesel, I don't know, but they do that kind of thing as well. And then there's a smaller luthiers like Scarverson and what they're all called. So there are alternatives to this. Are there alternatives in that price range that deliver what this does? I think the other guitars are as good and at least as expensive to get that goodidity. That's a word, goodidity. If you want that quality, you spend at least that much or more. So I'm going to say that Ibanez delivers. I like the look, I like the feel, I like the sharpness, I like the locking, I like the volute, I like the 5-piece. I think the pickups are well voiced for this guitar. I had them on another Ibanez guitar where I didn't like them at all. For this type of thing, they deliver. If you want a high-end Ibanez Prestige made in Japan, that's down to D, A, G, and does the modern things in really heavy and low. The RGDR442FX. The RGDR4427FX-NTF. Yeah, might be for you. Check it out. This won't stay here. This is mine. That stays here. I bought that. This isn't my kind of thing. I'd have a normal 7-string. That's way low enough for me. Not for you. That's why you're watching this. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Leslie, for switching at points in this video. Not all the time. Love you, babe. I love you guys. I love Ibanez. Oh, by the way, Ibanez paid for this video. I mean, it's a shit ton of work to do this, so they should pay to get you the information. They don't pay for my opinion, as you can clearly see, I hope. And they also do pay for the animals that are at the end.